What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLTB Games coming at you with another cool live stream / video. And today we're back in Planet Coaster once again in Arrow Valley. Like I said, you're going to be seeing a lot of Arrow Valley this month, so I hope you guys were prepared for that, because we're just going to be hitting it hard and getting this park going. So what we're going to be working on today is some station buildings, and what we're going to be working on, the station buildings that we're going to be working on, is for the Giga coaster and hopefully a little bit of the water ride as well. So the log flume. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to go ahead and start off with a little bit of a queue line for this amazing ride. So this is going to be like this, and what I'm hoping to do is we're going to be creating some transfer tracks as well. That's going to be the hopes anyways. And we're going to go from there. So this is going to come out of the building like this. It's going to go level. And we're going to head back down some steps here. Or some angled sections there. And we're also going to hit up the exit pathway as well. Select that grid. We're going to go back behind and under. Oh, let's go one more. I wish I would see, it does everything but what I wanted to do. Come on. Gotta work with me a little bit, game. Alright, let's see if we are low enough. Nope, we're not. It starts angling up here anyways, so we're going to select the grid. We're going to go this way, and we are going to angle it down. That's going to have our little bit of our exit path for the ride. There we go. And now we're going to start on the actual station now that we just have an idea of where those are going. So we're going to start the building on the grid here for our station. And we're just going to get like a foundation pieces right underneath here. So we're going to use some sort of brick, something that just will hold this up. So let's go ahead and change the colors of this to... yeah, let's go kind of like pinkish red here. If I can place it in the right spot, and then it disconnects me from the grid, of course. Which is a little bit of annoying, but because now I gotta find my color again. Alright, so we're gonna get these pieces first. Alright, just like that. we're gonna outline you to where we want this. Don't worry, I'm gonna adjust that to where I need it. Pretty much. But that's where we're gonna go. That's where we're gonna go with this. It's just gonna be basic. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy here, just some normal station buildings structure that we're gonna be doing. Alright, we're gonna adjust this up here. This pathway. I'm gonna go back to queue line. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna delete that there. And that will fit a little bit nicer. And we're what we were gonna do there. And we're gonna go select grid, gonna go down, and that will be a good setup for the queue line. Okay, so alright, let's get back into editing this building. And we're gonna go back to the flat roofs here. And we're gonna do some smooth concrete around here. Now we're gonna have some fighting textures, but I'm already prepared of what I'm going to do to fix those. And we're simply just gonna get some roof trims. We're gonna cover this up. With just some slight details here. And these guys will work like a charm. Alright, don't have to worry about that one. Then we're gonna find some corners pieces to put on here. We're gonna make these kind of have that reddish purple color, I think. That's a little too bright. It's gonna have a similar color to that. There we go. We got all our corners there. I'm gonna put another one of these over here. We got a nice little base. Let's get us started here for this B&M Giga coaster. And we are going to do some more with it. And we are going to add just a couple of details that will be fun. We'll use angle snap. Pull this out a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Just gonna go across here. This is a nice little detailed trim that will work quite nicely. And then for this, all we got to do is copy this to the other side. Giving it that very nice little look here. Do it to this side, and then we'll have it on all 4 sides. And there you have it. That's our nice, beautiful base for this. Alright, so next off, we're just going to work our way up. And I'm going to do some fencing across here. So we're going to search our fences. We're going to do the smaller fences. We're going to go ahead and align it to the surface. I want to make these kind of pop out a little more, so we're going to make them whitish gray. These are just going to be on the edges of the ride. So actually, I want these. These should be up here on this edge. Like that. Right there, and we can go ahead and copy this to the other side here. Excelente. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a couple off of this side. Kind of line it up nicely here. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now to do over here. It's gonna be a work of art. And we'll probably do some corners, and then we're gonna figure out what exactly we're gonna do for the beautiful roof for this section. And then we're gonna, after we get all this done, we are going to go in and take a look at possibly a transfer track for this. So this is going to be fairly simple. A fairly simple station building with some fences on the sides all around. Alright, so going to delete the appropriate ones. I hate it when there's like, if there's like a path in the way, it will not let you select it. Aha. It's just kind of like, no, not happening. Kind of likes to do its own thing sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna select the same thing. We're just gonna do a smaller one. That's all gonna go up, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Alright, that's okay. Okay, so we just gotta put a fence on this side. And that's pretty good. Alright, so now we're gonna move on here. We're gonna place some of these I want it to look different enough from the other stations, but at the same time, you know it's in the same park. So we probably should add at least a couple in the middle. And that way it's going to be well supported. Alright, so we're gonna get out of the scenery, go back to building. Just gonna go back to the roots here. I'm gonna go to the roofs. And figure out what we're gonna do for the roof. I'm debating whether a flat roof or a pitched roof, but I feel like flat roof would kind of fit the best, to be honest. But first we're going to do roof trims, we're going to do the roof molding. Looks like we already got the color that I wanted. It see it knows what I want. We're going to stick to the inside here. I'm just going to copy all of this. Kind of see where we're going here. Put it on the outsides. And then we got a structure going on here for our working up for our roof. So we're gonna use the smooth concrete again. We're gonna go underneath this. And that will give us a neat kind of unique structure-ish kind of thing for our roof. Even though I do want to add a little bit more to this than what we got. Actually gonna make you kind of a grayish white. Very modernish, unique kind of structure here. Alright, so I do want to add some more to this. So if I go to the roof molding, I can actually cover this up with this, just with a nice little extra detail. It's a touch of modern with kind of classical stylish. So the point of it's going to be very unique. I didn't want it to look too much like the T-Rex station, but kind of resembles it just a little bit. That's why I'm kind of adding a couple more interesting touches to it. And now we're going to add some trims to this so it can really kind of differ a little bit extra here. So it stays with the, pretty much stays with the color scheme of the ride. It's just slightly off from the ride colors. Kind of makes it a little bit less noticeable. I don't know how to say it. Alright, now we're gonna throw these on the other side here. And that looks brilliant. And now we got these sides to do. Center these up. Make sure the tops are nice and even for the most part. That's the main part that I care about. Alright, and then we'll just copy this to the other side. Simple enough. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a beautiful station building. Ooh. Let's take a look on the inside here. We're gonna have to do some lighting effects as well. Lighting stuff. Does that look cool? How about that? Pretty low roof, but I kind of like it. Very squarish kind of building, but I think the transfer track that we're gonna add will kind of help out with that to make it a little bit better. So we're gonna put the transfer track at the beginning of the ride instead of at the end. Interestingly enough. So we're actually going to work off this grid. So we can create this. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with some framework. And this is the best way to do it. We'll go ahead and we're gonna make these white. Match the support structure. Alright, so if I put that there, I'm gonna see how well this can line up. I actually want to let's try something different. We're gonna use these instead. I'm gonna make my structures look a little different now, for once. I'm gonna use these instead and see how that works. I want less structure for the most part. So yeah, I actually just wanna select these guys. So we're going to do that instead, and now we're going to find the other piece that I use. So let's see, we're going to find, I usually just go to the Western filter, find these. So it starts off with these. They're going to be resting on top of, connected to these pieces. Very nice. Alright, I'm thinking that's wide enough, but we'll find out, I guess. I suppose we will find out. Alright, and then like the final touch that I always like to do is actually take the locomotive track, hook it through the top here. These are actually fighting textures, that's interesting. Make it more like, look like a track for the transfer here. Alright, perfect. Now we'll copy these to these spots here. That lines up quite nicely. And these are very simple transfer tracks. I'm sure there's more details I can add. But I've always done it this way, so, you know, it works. And now we just got to put the maintenance building in. So we want the bottom of it to be around right here. Enough to store some trains in. Honestly, should be about half a piece, so we're going to go in and change the grid size. We're only going to put it in halfway, which is actually perfect. Perfect spot there. And that's going to fit in nicely right there. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to create some openings here. So we're going to head to the buildings, and we are going to head into the arches. So we'll go ahead and use these. Those will be our nice, beautiful arches for transfer track here. Ooh, that's gonna be a tricky thing to figure out how I'm gonna fill up that. Will be a tricky thing. Now, and these storage buildings are usually pretty plain. Nothing going on too fancy about them. So. Alright, I got the idea of how I'm gonna do this. So what we can do is we can take a wooden texture or something, Let's find a different texture here. How would gingerbread look? I will say that if you have the gingerbread, it can actually look quite like dirt if you want to use it for something like that. Let's see, let's find the best texture I can find here. So if I turned this to maybe white, looks kind of like a garage door. It's kind of what we're looking for, is like a garage door wall, pretty much. Kind of like that. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Yeah. Unless I use the same texture here, which is kind of weird. Do I read the chat? Does that answer your question? Alright, so we're gonna throw a flat roof on top of this. For right now, we're gonna keep it like that, because I don't know what else to do at the moment. So when we have these interesting buildings that kind of an awkward length and stuff. I'm gonna cover up this texture a little bit using another texture so it looks a little bit different. Oops. Should I put a door on it to make it look, hey, this is a doorway? That way it looks like, hey, you can actually get through this door if you're on the transfer track or something like that. How do you make the game not lag? Fun question, but either get a better processor or turn your game settings down. Those are a couple starts there. If you can't afford one, maybe turn your game settings down. Please read this. I am making a kinetic coaster in real life. It's really hard. Well, that sounds awesome. What is a kinetic coaster? Is that like a miniature kind of coaster, or? Because I want to make one. That would be really cool, actually. I want to make one. Oops. Okay, we're almost done with over here. I'm not going to decorate this one too much. It's going to stay pretty plain. Because, again, it is just the maintenance building. That's all it is. Ah, so that turned out quite nicely. I'm liking that. And there you have the Giga Coaster Station area, which is very, very nice. I gotta figure out some sort of queue line and stuff for it, and all that fun stuff. We're gonna go without any, like, fencing and stuff here. Are you changing the color of the coaster? I did when I built it, so no, essentially. Because I just matched the station color to go with the coaster. I'm not changing the coaster color. So, I would say no. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue off this pathway. What we're gonna be doing is creating like a little bit of a plaza area for this ride. It's gonna go to about right here. Kind of see where I'm going with this. Let's see. Currently working on a 5-foot-tall B&M Giga. I have a ton of Connects coaster stuff that I actually had when I was a kid. I'm actually going to get it out here pretty soon and actually build a nice little Connects coaster. Those are so fun. That's like that was part of my childhood right there. Were Connects coasters. I absolutely loved them as a kid. And I miss them. I want to do them again. Okay, so this is the exit. I'm gonna try and smooth this out a little bit here. Aha. It will look better in the end when it is complete. Trust me. Okay, so we're going to create a bit of a grid here. We're going to make some switchbacks for the ride. I want to try and plan it out so I can create a priority pass as well. So this will be like the final switchback. And we're going to actually come up here. And we are gonna head up above. So the plan, we're gonna head above this pathway. Am I high enough? Yes, okay. So the queue line's gonna head over this direction. Because that's not gonna be enough. We need more queue line. Needs more queue line. So we will have a couple more switchbacks. This B&M Giga is going to be a very popular ride, so we're going to need enough switchbacks for this ride. I already got an idea of how I'm going to get this going. Alright, heading back this way. And I'm gonna say that'll be good enough. Is that not connect? What are you doing? How? What? Guess I'm gonna have to deselect the grid for a second. Let's make that work. Can't go under there, so we're gonna have to. It's gonna be tricky. Select this grid, that. Oh ho! Look at that brilliant skill. Alright, one tricky thing I wanted to do was add a priority pass to this coaster. So we got the queue line moving here, and we're going to add a priority pass now. It would be under operations, right? Yeah. Enable priority pass. Entrance. Want it towards the entrance of the ride itself. So we'll put it about, yeah. Let's go ahead and put it right here. And an exit. We want to, at the end, to connect right there. So they skip all this line. It's going to be tricky. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know if we can get high enough. We're going to try it out. See if we get tall enough to get over this pathway. If we can, that will be easier. Look at that. You can see you'll be right by the brake run too, which will be kind of a neat thing. Alright, where are we going? We're going right there. And when we make the turn to head over there, we'll go down stairs like that. Looks like it's gonna line up perfectly. Whew! Look how flawless that was. Alright, so now we got the priority pass as well. Skipping the entire line. And now we gotta make this look somewhat decent. Because we just have a jumbled mess of pathways. And we need something different. So there's the entrance of the ride. Quite stunning, if you ask me. I kinda wanna have... I do want to have like an outdoor part. Okay, so I gotta trying to figure out what I want to exactly do here. So I want to build some buildings or something, maybe a little bit of a cover for part of this queue line. But I know I was gonna have to face this entrance plaza someday. Hmm. Alright, so we're just gonna go into this. Start off with some smooth concrete. So the thing is, the path, or the ground is not completely even here, so I don't think I'm going to put that down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some columns. So we're just going to use some columns. Change the color to match everything else here. Change the grid size, see if I can't get this. It's gonna be tricky. Alright, so we're gonna have to keep grid size down here. We're just gonna hit the main corner points here. And I guess adjust it, because my goodness, the terrain changes that much, you know? Didn't realize we were on a hill here. But that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna head out of this and back out of this, and now we're going to just adjust this to where it's a little bit more even with the whole thing. Alright, so we're gonna go back in. Stop changing my settings, game. Now we're staying on the outside of the path here. Is that evenly spaced right there? I don't think it is. Right there, right? No. Right there. That's not the same. I can't tell. Ugh. That is. No. That is. I'm not good at this. See, I got that corner one wrong. This needs to be on the outside. Promise me I got this. I promise you. Gonna move straight without messing this up. There we go. Now we can put just a roof, and it's just gonna be simple. As simple as that. Guess we want to go on the inside there. And then we can find possibly some inside supporting for the roof. Alright, doesn't look good yet, but we're gonna fix that. Oh, gotta change the height now, since it doesn't want to be nice to us. Always interesting when you're working off grid, when you're not on the exact grid here. We're just gonna copy and paste, speed things along. Alright, step 1 is done. No, I don't want that. Let's go with, let's find some columns here, and we're gonna change this color. No, I want the blue. The aqua. So it's going to look similar to the station building, of course. All the way. It's just like, welcome to the entrance of this ride. Alright, see what we gotta do now is just gotta find some more spots where we can put these in. That way it looks a little bit supported, you know? There we go. Can never go wrong with some extra supporting on your builds. think this can be an outdoor queue right here, and that's gonna be the main thing right there, and we'll just go from there. It's gonna be an outdoor queue, but it doesn't mean we're not gonna decorate it. It means we're just gonna, it's just gonna be outdoors. Alright, let's see what the queue line scenery rating is currently. 39%. I would figured it'd be higher, but that's okay. We'll get it up there. You get some nice views of this turnaround for this for the other coaster over here. Our looping aero coaster. No better way to decorate something than with some trees. That's a little bit too large there. Allow us to fill this section up just a little bit too. So more importantly, some bushes. I'll have to get some supports for the climbing pathways that are going up and down, of course. Just got that nice priority pass. Do need to do some lighting for this ride. Might work a little bit on some lighting effects. You gotta have some good lighting. Alright, that's looking shaping up a little bit. And then kaboom, when you get some of that in there, it goes up to 53%. This is going to be the biggest park in JLW Entertainment, possibly. I don't know if you'd call it the biggest or not. It certainly is up there. You know, when you think about Westwood, is this going to be bigger than Westwood? Technically, yes. Coaster-wise, yes. Because Westwood only has 3 coasters, about to have 4. And this one has 6 coasters starting out. So, gonna take that the way you want to. And I do need to put some more like restaurants and different things around here as well. It's not enough. Not enough stuff. Alright, so with one thing that we could do is we're gonna put a set of restrooms back here. Since there's no restrooms in the back of the park just yet. Definitely well needed. I might put a couple set of different buildings back here too. Yeah, never know. Alright, some wall pieces. Make this interesting. as we get a nice little bathroom building here. Always gotta change the grid height for this stuff. Yep, so we're just adding a little bit to this. See, I like the touch of modern with classic. I just like the look of it. It's like a classic building with a touch of modern to it. It's kind of interesting. Makes it a little interesting to look at. So you can just like take these, make some interesting lights with them. Just a nice little restroom building. That's add a couple more interesting details too. Like, it's a restroom, so there's not like any windows or anything, so it's always the biggest challenge I come in find when I am doing restroom buildings. Always an interesting challenge. I always thought I had angle snap off. I don't remember ever turning it off, but sure, why not? So when doing these, we're just adding some details. That you might have never guessed. Let's make that a little even with that. Let's make this kind of like a restroom blue color. Yeah. So we're just splattering it with some nice little details. Boom, how's that? Just like interesting. I might do a little bit more to it. I don't know. We'll see. You just never know. You just gotta keep going and go from there. Alright, so we'll go with some trees here. Ooh, look at this tree. I like this tree. Don't know if I've really even used this tree. Oh yeah, I do. I use it all the time. Definitely gonna use it here. along with some bushes to complement it. Just get some color in there too. Yeah. So we got the plaza, kind of like a little plaza area for the Giga coaster for the most part. How beautiful is that? Even just like randomized, you know, bushes and everything that's just kind of in there. Always like the look of that quite a bit. Kind of like that. And then if we do like a beautiful border kind of like around it. So if we go into building, and it's nice when it's nice and square too. Just gonna use I just want to use a normal brick here. No fencing, just nice little, kind of like a curb, brick curb. Alright, so we got that. Now we're just gonna adjust it to where it kind of perfectly-ish sets as even as we can get as well. So we're gonna... Oh, we can use that as a guide. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. I guess it does kind of turn a little bit, doesn't it? Alright, I guess we don't want to use that as a guide. As it's a little crooked on that one. That's okay. We can fix this to make it perfectly awesome, so... all we gotta do is a little bit of path covering. See, when did I ever turn the angle snap off? I don't remember taking that off. I think we're also a little bit on a hill, so gotta look out for that. Yep, it's gonna cut it off here. Just a pinch, and we're just going to raise it slightly where you can't hardly notice it. We're gonna do it on this side as well. We're just covering up the green spots on the ends there. It's kind of like the idea when I do those. Scenery time. I always found this song to be kind of weird. Kind of creepy-ish sounding. Sometimes I wish you could make it to where it didn't, like... where it didn't snap to the edge of the pathway. Oh, maybe there is a way, I don't know. Let's see. No, there was oh, what's the one control? Nope. That doesn't do anything. Alright, we're gonna find some lights here. It's gonna be differ a little bit on each side, but just okay. As you can see, that's gonna fill that area up just a little bit there. Just right around there. Alright, we're gonna fill up this area now that we're kind of detailing the coaster a little bit. We're gonna just a little bit here. Let's kind of finish it up. Yeah. Alright, let's fill up this area that's empty. Since we're not putting anything right there. In other words, more trees. More trees is the way always the way to go. The more trees, the better. So this is gonna fill up this area quite nice. I have like my favorite trees. That I use. How's that shaping up? That's shaping up quite good. Quite nice. Yeah. With each episode, we get closer and closer to perfection and getting done. You just got to do all these required things. Because now we have the Giga Coaster. Giga Coaster is now connected to the park now. So again, I just love the skyline of this park. It's so good. That's one of the things I'm most impressed with. Is just the skyline that I've created with this park. It's absolutely amazing. Alright. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I want to do more with the station here. I do want to do more with this. I just don't know what to do yet. So we're going to head over here to... And we're going to get just a little bit of a start on this station building. Alright, that's what we're going to do. And I hope to actually get more and more content out. I want to try and start doing maybe like 2 things on the channel a day. Kind of like my goal is I wanted to do a live stream and a regular video. It's what I want to do. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's kind of the thing I want to accomplish. Alright, so let's enclose. We want to do this here. Alright. That's alright. Alright, let's start off with a roof. I feel like it's a good place to start. Just gotta make it however tall you want. This pathway is just gonna tower over it a little bit. This will be a good one for this kind of station. Okay. And then we can use those wooden ones. What programs do you use to live stream Planet Coaster? I'm currently using OBS right now. It's a free program you can actually use to record, live stream. It does it all, so it's very nice for especially being free. It works excellent with Twitch. YouTube so far not so much, but I don't know if it just doesn't like YouTube or what's going on there, but sometimes it doesn't like to. I mean, it works fine for what I'm doing right now, but when you want to do like POVs and stuff and live stream those, that's when it kind of gets a little bit rough around the edges. Just a little bit. Alright, now we're gonna top this off with some of this. I would like to do some windows. Alright, we're gonna add some more supports here. Well, that didn't go as planned. Guess I don't have to do that. This music just got me going. What? Okay. If I could do something right, that'd be great. Thought I had a hold of that. Apparently not. But, we'll put one there. And yeah. Pretty generic-ish wooden station. I'm gonna have to do something with this. Okay, so we're gonna create a little bit of some fun stuff right before we get into the water. I remember this was so hard to do the times before we had the no collision option. It was a pain in the butt. This is such a tedious part, but hey, it's gotta be done, right? I wouldn't even be doing this if it would allow me to do it in the water, but it doesn't really allow that, so... I'll throw in some rocks here and there. Gotta love rocks. Oh, that went a little further than I thought it would. Was. Word. Wow. Just like dips down into the water. I'm not good at this. I keep going in the thing further than I thought I was. It's not what I'm trying to do. Just trying to make this blend a little bit better theming wise and make it look like it's somewhat halfway decent in some way, in a sense that's, you know, decently okay. There we go. And you can never go wrong with some rock work, because rock work is pretty neat. I'll also add some a little bit of theming to the queue line, since the queue line's right there as well. But we're still going strong with the water ride here. I love a good water ride. Got some little rocks here, rock there. What is your guys' favorite part of the park so far? Could be a ride, could be scenery, which there's not a whole lot in this park, but I want to hear what your guys' favorite part of this park is so far. Just whatever. It could be anything. Once we finish it, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be opening in the spring. Don't know when yet, if it's going to be March or April, May, somewhere around there. One of those 3 months. Westwood opened in May. Which is very generic. Kind of a way to open up a park. What is your guys' most anticipated attraction coming in 2018? A lot of you probably might say Steel Vengeance. Some might say Time Traveler. Railblazer, who knows? Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster. Whichever. Most anticipated. Oh, my trees are trying to get in the way of my my building. Of me building. I just want to build. I just want to build stuff. That's all I want to do. Look at all this theming. I want to go and add some more water effects in the water too, like water fountains and stuff. Pile of rocks. It's beautiful. Beautiful pile of rocks. I had to move some of these rocks. I just got a little carried away. There we go. Alright, more scenery. Theming. So all it's missing is a couple bushes over here. I can throw those in, kind of like in the rock structures too as well. Because we can do whatever we want with these. Aha. That's alright. It's looking good. Alright, let's take a look at the scenery rating. Okay, so our queue line's only at 50. But we don't have any results. That's because I haven't tested the ride yet. Which I probably should have done just in case something's incorrect. And I don't know, maybe. It's just a thought. But man, look at the Giga over by the water. It's so cool. So wonderfully beautiful. I just can't. It's hard. Hard to just take it because it's so nice. Or we're gonna run into some wall pieces here. Is that the modern wood? We don't want modern. Not for this spot. This is gonna be an elevated queue line full of surprises. We're gonna have it nicely enclosed. We're gonna find some archways for it too. Alright, so we're gonna go back to scenery. I am going to type fence, but not in the bush category, because nothing will come up. I'd be surprised if something did. Alright, we're gonna align to the surface just a little bit. Oh, and imagine that. Angle snap was not on. Get you pointing that way. Question, are you going to put a safety fence by the Giga coaster? I don't know. In certain places probably, yeah, but in other places, maybe not. It just depends. Just kind of depends, you know? And place this wooden fence on the inside here. It gives us a nice, beautiful switchbackaroo. If that makes any sense. There we go. We got a nice little indoor queue on a structure here. And let's just do some more scenery in here. So let's get rid of the fence. So we're gonna overgrow ivy throughout this building as well. Make you go, oh. Kind of go with the theming a little bit, and it will help out the scenery rating throughout the queue line as well. Everything's meant to look a little overgrown. And like, oh man. Alright, so we're gonna type now. just want to find the wood in the scenery. Wood W, yes. Could I do more 30/60 minute coaster challenges? I could. In fact, I like the idea. I need to do it more often. Alright. I remember taking angle snap off this time. So next time I say it, if I say, hey, I don't remember doing that, remember that I said, I remember this time. Alright, so we got a couple slanted pieces. Alright. I'm gonna head over to the building sections and we're just gonna get some lanterns in here. And they can be kind of randomly placed too. Nothing about this switchback is supposed to be like, oh, that's like that. Alright, we're gonna enclose this now. Intense. Alright, we're gonna go head back over to the scenery section. We're gonna get rid of the wood. We're gonna do the same kind of theming on the outside of this building. It's supposed to look kind of old. Guess I didn't rotate it on the inside, but that's okay. Kind of reminds me of the shed. Just a little bit. What's in the shed? You know, because it's overgrown, ivy and everything like that. Alright, and that's a start for that queue line and station. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of go. I want to go in and complete this wooden structure a little bit. Gonna try and match the color a little more. Go closer to that lightish brown. That it is. That'll work. It'll be close enough. There we go. Alright, we're going to take this, copy it to the other side. Now angle snap. I remember saying that. I remember turning it off, so I'm good. I actually recall turning it off. It's a little custom supporting here. have to use these smaller pieces here. We're just gonna support this walkway. Alright, now for this. There we go. Alright, and we're good. We're starting to get somewhere with this. I like that now. Pretty good. Looking pretty good. I could probably put some little supports on, or little footers on these. Let's see if I can get my blueprint footer up here that I like to use. So we got the round footer, I think that one was actually made by me. Then there's this footer. Sometimes I like using this a little bit more than like art shapes, because there's just a little bit more to it texture-wise. Alright. Doesn't work well when there's a double, but I guess you can just double this up. Alright. Just make a double footer. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just gonna be mostly for looks. So you go, oh, there is a footer there for that. You know, that's the idea of it, behind it. These are never right on point, so you gotta kind of, they're always kind of angled awkwardly. Can't ever angle them perfectly because I'm just not that good. Okay. See, you kind of use them as double footers. Just kind of fuse them together and make it kind of like one structure, one thing. But in reality, it's actually there, see, we can make a triple one here. Because in all reality, wood does not just go into the ground like that. Sometimes it actually does, but like for structures like these, you're going to want some footers. It's just a nice, beautiful detail to add. What do we like to do? I'm not gonna worry about the inside one because you can't even see it, so. It is invisible. Yeah, look at that. That's just nice. It's a nice touch and detail when you're working with stuff like this. Although we're gonna go with some bushes. Oops. Alright, we're gonna add just a little bit more to this. And the details just be nice. Gotta have a pinch of tree in there. And that's going to be a little more full later on, so I like that. Well, we got quite a few footers to accomplish here. Just make the double footer one piece. Doesn't have to be super perfect, because we are just going to get this just gonna get it close. That's all you have to do is get it close. And it's always angled. Look at all those we still have to do. It's too much. We get to do a triple one here. Fantastic. You got that extra one right there? Yeah. Do that triple footer. It's one of those details that no one actually really cares about, but when you throw it in there, it's just, it makes a difference. It really does. Because you're just like, man, Looks pretty good. You know? It just adds that little bit more touch of realism to it that I just love. Oh, is this a quad? Is this a quad? I think it is. I'm gonna take 4 footers for this one. Okay, so we're now here. And we're gonna do this line real quick. That'll be a good spot. So I try to line the bolts up a little bit, but I don't really care as much about the bolts on this one. Not really. Did I miss one over there? I did. Alright, so that's going to be a good stopping point for right now. I don't know if I want to do more of that, but anyways, that's awesome. We pretty much got the stations going on both rides that we just started to build. And we got the Giga coaster connected with the park now. It's actually got its own plaza forming over here. We got some more buildings we do need to build around certain areas. Like we need more bathrooms. We do need to add more restaurants and different stuff like that or throughout the park. They're only at the beginning of the park. So we need to add a couple more in some other areas to just kind of, you know, make sure that there's those sections of the park are everywhere to be found. So yeah, so it's coming together quite nicely, a lot better, and really all that's left to do is more detailing, and just a lot of detailing. Once we get all that going, it's going to be fantastic, I know it. So I think it's going to about do it for this episode and everything like that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots and lots more of Arrow Valley to come, as you can already tell. This is like the 3rd episode in a row of the day, and I do kind of want to get on the pace of doing more on the channel every day. So right now it's just 1 live stream a day. I want to add more videos into that and stuff like that. So there's just more stuff to come down the line. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more content like this, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day, and even cooler tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys, and goodbye.